Everybody, I'm live from Clitheroe in Lancashire, deep in the Ribble Valley, and I'm here to talk to you about the epic winning, the Reconquista, the modern crusade to make Britain wonderful again. MBGA, make Britain great again, is well and truly underway, and I do believe we are winning. We are epic winning. The tide has turned, and the signs, the green shoots of winning are all around us if you just pay attention. And I want to thank, early in the game, I want to thank the YouTuber Laudits. He filmed the United Kingdom Independence rally in Bristol yesterday, and from his 1.5 hour live stream, within the first few minutes you could see black clad, like they're wearing militant burqas, they're wearing the kind of like commie niqab, and they were throwing missiles and bottles and hurling things at the English people stood around holding England flags, holding Union flags, saying God save the King, saying Jesus Christ is Lord. And what a massive own goal for the commies, the Antifas, the lefties, the cultural Marxists, for the whole world to see, because that footage is going around the world, to see people dressed all in black like Nazis, like Gestapo, like balaclava Gestapo, literally trying to maim and seriously injure people having a legal political rally in Bristol, a UK city. And I was like, wow, this is great propaganda, anti-commie propaganda, seeing what they're really like. They can't just turn up and say, you're shit, you're crap, this is why your idea, these are X, Y, and Z, why my ideas are better. No, they turn up, people brain damage, hurling glass bottles into a crowd. That's just not British. But we know what these people think of Great Britain. So, hello everyone. Hello. Good to see the Israeli flags, the British flags. Oh, is that an Australian flag, Brisbane? Hello, mate. How are things down under, mate? Let's have a look. More Israeli flags. Shalom. Happy Sunday to you all in Israel. I fully support the renewed offensive in Gaza to try and rescue the remaining hostages. I just want to tell anyone, if I'm ever kidnapped by hostile forces, you have my permission to go full scorched earth. I don't care how many militants you kill in my rescue, just get me back. And if only the world could see that Israel loves its children more than Hamas hates them, then I think we'd all understand the Israeli actions. And it doesn't help that the world's media are calling Israel a bunch of genocidal maniacs, when in fact they're trying to prevent a further genocide by getting rid of the neo-Nazi, devil-worshipping Hamas that committed the genocide in the first place. So with that out of the way, let's talk about other news. So there was an account called Abandoned Landscapes. It infiltrated an Antifa hovel, an Antifa HQ in Manchester. And my God, it was like a horror movie. He had to shine an incredibly bright torch in a very dark room as a bunch of lefty commies on, and then see it was like Doom. You know, what's it called? Yeah, the modern Doom, or one of the Dooms, where you can't have a shotgun and a light at the same time. You're gonna. Anyway, how are you all? Hola, what's that? Portuguese flag? Hello, Walter Sampaio. Hola, amigo, from Portugal. Hello. I was just ranting about Portugal in a different section. Doom 3, thank you. Hello from Israel. Look at that. Big showing from Israel this morning. Thank you very much for all your support. What was that? Spanish flag? Very good. Good to see as well. Anyway. But in the last couple of years, the international audience has grown massively. I seem to be very popular in Louisiana. And so I thank all you hovercraft riding, alligator, crocodile wrestling, swamp, moonshine drinking Louisianians. It's nice to know I'm big in Louisiana and big in Israel apparently as well. Shalom everyone. So, can I just ask, how is the image Is the image okay? Are we on potato cam? I think we're okay. We're outside the Cafe Nero's. I'm on the cloud Wi-Fi. But really, I was going to go into central Manchester today. But the trains are all ruined and I didn't fancy a real replacement bus. So we are a bit potato cammy. People are saying image okay. Thank you, John. Someone's asking for prayer. I am not your man for prayer. There's churches everywhere. It's a Sunday. There's a lot of prayer going on. And it's funny, like just like Jesus Christ resurrecting, the church seems to be very popular again now. It's like all these traditions and weird idiosyncratic, anachronistic traditions that we enjoyed. Thank you very much there. Someone sent me a donation. Look at that, Michael Jackson. That reminds me, now that Michael Jackson's donated, there's a super chat thing at the bottom. If you wish to send me some shekels on this fine, glorious Sunday, I will give you lots of attention within reason. Of course, you could write the most abject hatred and personal vindictive attacks against me, all for the price of £1. I might not read it out. Okay, I'm a human being, okay? But, yay, look at that. Sue me, poor old buddies. What flag's that? What's that white flag with the black cross on it? What is that? Is that Scandinavian? What is that? Greetings from Germany. Julius Fawcett says, go back to Scotland. Oh! Netherlands. Look at that. I got to put my glasses on, not these ones, because, oh. Thank you, Paul Warby. Good to see you too, mate. I appreciate the shekels. So what I'm going to try and do, check this, guys. I'm going to walk down the street. I'm going to turn the camera around. Watch this. I'm going to turn the camera around. And I'm going to see if we can maintain some image quality. So I've been up to the castle. I've shot you guys a nice video at the castle. But primarily I wanted to come out and just say that we are winning. We are very much winning. The tide has turned. Nobody cares about being called racist anymore. Nobody cares about being called Islamophobic. The health of our nation, the future, is upon us. And I just want to say as well, let's try and define racism. Should we define racism so that we can shout back at the chubby they, them commies when they call us racist? Racism is discriminating against someone of an ethnic minority for a job or for an opportunity, even if they are the better candidates. That is racism. Thank you, Paul McDonough, for your donation. Now, racism is not noticing patterns of large groups of people coming into the country. That's just something else. Saying jokes as well isn't always. Thank you very much, everyone. There's a Thai baht, 100 Thai baht. Savadi Cap, amigo. Full English. Support for Israel always. Thank you very much, sir. And racism isn't noticing patterns, you know, or saying that there may be a knife problem in certain young communities in England. That's not racism. That's just factual political discourse. Racism is when you discriminate against a good person just because they happen to be brown or black or a different ethnicity to you. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we've checked that out. Glad we've figured that out. So if I were to say I wish for England or Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland to remain Christian and overwhelmingly native, that's not racist. But if I am interviewing for a position in my company and then young black guy who's very qualified, very charming, very capable of the job, and I discount him and say no just because of how he looks, now that is real racism, and that is also dumb. I don't have a racist bone in my body. If you've got black people, brown people with the right software, speaking of peace, love, brotherhood, understanding, wanting to do well for their families, I say, right on, brother. You and me are a lot more similar than the idiots and the commies and the Nazis would allow us to be. So, what's people typing critical race theory claptrap in here? I've got to see. Oh, we've got some Palestinian flags. Dave Singh is spamming the Palestine flag in the video. Someone's very happy. Eric Cartman's caught his first live. Eric Cartman was always my favorite character on South Park for being such a little shit. Okay, so Dawn asks a question. Do you think we can get our country back with its values intact, or is it too late? Illegal immigration needs to stop, get our people working, and only accept the best from other countries. Well, thank you, David. But for that comment, all you need to do is switch off the free money supply, the free house supply, and all these illegal people who are here trying to claim asylum or pretending to claim asylum will have no choice but to, you know, return to their homes, because the free money tree has run out. The communists have pulled all the money out from under the free money tree and handed it out like demented Christmas gifts under the Christmas tree. Here you go, here you go, here you go. But who was it that revealed? Many people have revealed that when they're going through Heathrow Airport or Manchester Airport, they're seeing a lot of refugees, asylum seekers returning from visiting Pakistan, Syria, Afghanistan, Algeria. They go there on holiday, they take some free money back to their families, but then they fly back to Britain. Oh, I'm a refugee, I'm persecuted in my country, just ignore my wonderful, happy Syrian suntan. I've been in, you know, Damascus for 7 weeks, but I promise it's got nothing to do with being an asylum seeker. No, not at all. What's that? Palestinian flag fatigue. I want to thank the young computer programmer for redirecting PalestinianFlags.com to the Charlie Veach YouTube channel. That was a funny scoop that we had a couple of years ago when the pro-Hamas rallies really intensified. And I saw footage from London from October 7th. Whilst Hamas were still stacking dead bodies in Israel, the pro-Hamas ghouls were already ruining central London by calling the Israelis genocidal maniacs, whilst Hamas were literally genociding the Israelis. You see how it works. You see how demonization works. You see how real racism works. You know, real racism. And a big thing we talk about on this channel now is, I've got to keep my voice down. I don't want to scare the normies. There's normies all around me. Good people. The normies provide a sea of tranquility for us crazy people to operate in. Without a nice backdrop of peaceful normies, my kind of thing would be impossible. So where was I? Yeah, a big thing we talk about on this channel is confronting anti-white racism. I don't exaggerate when I say that the current worldwide woke lefty treatment of white people and the rhetoric and language around white people is very reminiscent of the rhetoric and language around Jewish people in the Third Reich at the end of the Weimar era in Germany, when the Germans were voting for the Nazi Party in massive numbers. Right now, like, if you're white in Great Britain, it's legal to discriminate against you. It's legal to pass you up for jobs. Remember what we were saying about real racism? Thank you very much to AM Global Media, Michael J. Stephenson. Thank you very much. Yes, I will send you my contact. If you can please email me at cveach@gmail.com. I'll send that to you. And thank you very much for your donation. But it's obvious that the only race that you're allowed to insult and call inherently evil and genocidal and nasty are the native Europeans, and that is very upsetting. But unlike other, I was going to say minorities, I don't think native Europeans are a minority in Europe, but nobody wants, you know, I'm actually going to hold my tongue. You all know what I'm saying. I don't need to get banned by YouTube and have the police knocking on my door for speaking the truth that we all know behind the scenes. Right. Let me read some comments here. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the ongoing comments. I like that. Yeah, quite right. Now, I've pondered whether we should give any airtime. I think we should, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Kanye West released a song on Victory in Europe Day, when the Europeans celebrate defeating the horrible Nazi regime in Europe, and they surrendered. And Kanye West releases a song on Victory in Europe Day titled Heil Hitler. And Laura and I listened to it in the house, and we just look at each other going like, you know, many of us, and I want to send a shout out to all the dads out there who are suffering like I am, who have an evil ex-partner who doesn't allow you to see your children for no good reason, for malicious reasons, which hurts the children, it hurts the dad. And I think many of you fathers who are maliciously separated from your children for no good reason, I know, like me, you think about them 30 times a day. You would drop everything. You would cut off your left testicle just for a chance to raise your own children. And I think I speak for a lot of men out there that we are caught between hoping for a miracle and wanting to blow our own brains out from the pain of that separation. And Kanye West talks about that in the start of his song, and how sad he is that he cannot see his children. And I turned to Laura and I said, look, the last thing I would do...
Sorry, are you Charlie Beach?
Yeah, come and say hello to the live. Hello.
Hello.
I am Charlie Beach. We've got our first based man with good taste. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, yeah. Thanks for saying hello.
Oh, welcome. So do you live around here then, locally, or?
I don't live too far from here, yeah.
Oh, do you like it? Really
I love it. I love it around here. Clitheroe is one of my favorite cities.
is it? Yeah.
Towns on earth. It's so safe here that if there's any trouble, I'm the one causing it.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful. Anyway, what's your name? Say hello to everyone again.
My name's Kian.
Kian,
McCarthy.
everyone, meet Kian McCarthy. Say hello to Kian. Wish Kian a fantastic Sunday. And remember, wear sunscreen. That's my only advice.
Oh.
Cheers, Kian. Anyway, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, man. All the best.
You too.
See ya. Everyone's being really nice to you in the comment section. Thank you all. You're very sweet. You're all very sweet. Now, where was I? I hope someone was paying attention because I've lost my train of thought. You know, it's worth losing your train of thought to say hello to a nice guy. Someone's going to remind me where I was. Where was I? Where was I? What was I? Oh, yeah, Kanye. Thank you. Thank you. My God. Trauma, you see, trauma. We repress things as fathers. We do. We repress a lot so that we don't end up committing atrocities. But my advice is, if you're suffering from the separation of not seeing your children, I think perhaps, just maybe, quiet contemplation and reading about good people is preferable to turning into a neo-Nazi and pushing. Now, look, I like free speech. I also respect Elon Musk's decision.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello, I'm on the live. Come say hello to everyone. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about my hair and everything.
What's your names, ladies?
You're well, sweet. I
Oh,
can't
thank
give
you.
your name, do you mind?
I don't mind. You can just be.
You're well, good.
You can be Lady England.
Yes, thank you, Lady England.
Lady England, thank you for your vote of confidence, Lady England, and have a good weekend.
Brilliant, and you.
Thank you.
See you
Appreciate
later.
that.
Nice one, Charlie.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. See you there. Look at that. If I were in central Blackburn or central Manchester, it wouldn't be supportive, decent people coming up and saying hello. Now, I really think it was wonderful of Elon Musk to allow free speech all the way. Every other platform has Barbara Streisand affected. The Streisand effect is when you try and delete something from the internet and it goes viral because people then are fascinated by something that the powers that be are trying to delete. Now, it's not a healthy song. It's not a happy song. What's the least bad thing I can say about it? If you overcome all the surface horror of it, it is a very sad nitrous oxide addicted man's cry for help, a man suffering from great mental problems crying for help. But it's not manly to throw all your rattles out of the pram like a baby and call yourself a neo-Nazi just because you've had an issue with a few people. That's and whether the song's catchy or not, it's not difficult to write a catchy song, but it's been made infamous for all the wrong reasons. So really, if you're suffering, not seeing your children, my advice is don't become a neo-Nazi. What the hell, Kanye? But the reason he gets away with it is because America actually has free speech. And secondly, everyone knows that he struggles with his brain and his mind. And so, again, own goal for Kanye. And let me get back into the comments section, read some of your lovely comments here. What's Ye done now? Exactly, yeah, exactly. Thoughts on Springsteen, born in the USA. What's Springsteen's done anymore? Here we go. Yo, it's Charlie. We were just talking about the Anglo-Saxons. Look at that. Go to Piccadilly, long live homogenous societies. Oh, yes. This channel is also very big in South Africa. And last week, the Trump administration welcomed 59 white South Africans claiming political asylum in America. And they arrived at the airport waving American flags, saying all the right things, very grateful for the chance to settle and thrive and follow the American dream. As you know, we should export the American dream. It should be a worldwide dream. Everyone with hard work and dedication should be able to become wealthy enough to not have to panic about money, to not have to have a 24/7 emergency life. I think that would be nice, wouldn't it? So, and then we saw all the race baiters and all the lefties and the communists all over Twitter hating. And even the South African government released a statement saying that these evil white devils escaped before they could be punished. Punished for what? For having the sin of being white. And remember we were just saying 5 minutes ago how the new Jews are white people, like the rhetoric, the hatred, the discrimination is okay. And it started, you know, white people very tolerant of anti-white rhetoric because we're like, oh, we're guilty. We're guilty of conquering the whole planet, British Empire, biggest on earth, the natural child of the British Empire, the American Empire, now the biggest on earth. You know, people get guilty about winning. You've got your kind of, what is it, imposter syndrome. You're like, why are we so winning? Why are we winning? But then after a few years of anti-white rhetoric, the very same white people is, wait a minute, it wasn't about equality. It was about discriminating against me purely for my race, getting me out and replacing me with people who have no respect and no love for native Europe and the traditions of the native Europeans. So on this happy note, my darling viewers, I want to love you and leave you, and I'm gonna do a video around Clitheroe today, but I will see you as always on the next video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the next week of sunshine here in England, and look after each other. Take care. Jerry Springer sign out. This is Charlie Veach. Thank you.